Hi, it's Tigo Venturi with the Venturi team and Keller Williams Realty here with the market update for April 2015. This is residential housing in the Albuquerque market. That's the greater Albuquerque area. So, we go all the way south to Belen, north to Bernalillo, Algodones, East Mountains all the way over to Moriarty, and then west basically just to Albuquerque on the west end. So it's the entire kind of what we call metro Albuquerque area. So these are the numbers. So the first chart we're looking at here, this is the one that really tells the story of what is going on in our market right now. We've, as you can see here, for April and March, we've had a pretty good bump up, and this is the number of homes under contract, so meaning homes that actually received a contract and are wind pending in that month. And so we can see here a substantial increase. We had a 27% increase from 2 years ago, and actually if you go back, the chart doesn't show it, this one shows the 2-year trend, but if you go back for April of last year, we actually had, it was like a 41% increase in the number of homes that received a contract in April. So a big bump up. And so what that has created is a supply and demand. I don't want to say a supply and demand issue, but we have, let me show you a different chart here. Month supply inventory. This one shows how much supply there is, and if nothing else came on the market, how long it would be before we had no other homes on the market. So right now we're kind of at this what are we at, like 3.5 months, which is we haven't seen that in a really long time. And I know I did go back in January when we dipped below this 6-month supply point here. I went back, it took all the way back to May of 07 before we were at that level. So we've definitely see our market going into direction. We've got more demand, supply starting to dwindle a little bit, and prices for the most part are somewhat even. I mean, we've had some appreciation. We had about a 3% appreciation, and let me show you the chart here. Year over year appreciation has been about 3%. And this chart is median prices, and you can see for the most part there's not a whole lot of movement here. I mean, it's up, down a little bit. Again, this is median, this isn't actually appreciation, but it kind of gives you an idea of price movement. I suspect with what's going on, less supply, good demand, and people out there buying, interest rates staying low, that eventually we are going to see some good appreciation. I hope it doesn't get too crazy, and we don't want to get into that situation where we get a house on the market and you got 5-10 people bidding on it. That's not healthy for the market, and we can't sustain that. However, I think we're in a good place right now. So interest rates are still very low, and they've come up a little bit, but they're still in that 4% range. So feeling good about the market is what I'm saying. It's probably a good time to buy or sell, just depending on what your long-term plans are. So if you want to find out about us, get more information, you can visit our website at, let me jump over there, it's welcomehomeabq.com. This is the homepage, welcomehomeabq.com. And for market conditions, I do have, if you want to poke around at this yourself, I have a tool here on the website. Just click on this market conditions button, and we've got cities, and then I also have this interactive tool where you can plug in your zip code for your area and show some of the stats there. Best way to really find out what your home is worth, what's going on in your area, what a fair price to offer on a home is to obviously work with us and talk with us. So you can reach out to us. Website is, the email address is, I'll get this right, the phone number is right here, and you can click on that button there to send us a message, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.